In this video, we're going to be taking a look at 10 amazing PlayStation 4 games that are available for under $30. Now, these prices were taken from Amazon, and keep in mind that prices do fluctuate all the time, so if you're watching this video at a later date, it might not be completely accurate. With that being said, let's get right into this with number 10. Number 10, Middle-earth: Shadow of Mordor Game of the Year Edition for $19. Middle-earth: Shadow of Mordor is an excellent open-world action-adventure game. It's got some great combat resemblant of something like the Batman Arkham series, where it's not super in-depth, but it's responsive and very satisfying to play. The narrative will keep you engaged until the end, and the game is filled with content. Currently on Amazon, the Game of the Year Edition, which includes all of the DLC, is available for $19, which is a steal. If you haven't played it yet, definitely check it out.
Or he wouldn't have been taught. Get behind him!
Number 9, Until Dawn for $21. Until Dawn was one of the PS4's most surprising, and at this point, it's still one of the console's best exclusives. It's not a game with great action-oriented gameplay, no, rather it's more of an interactive drama. Think Heavy Rain or Telltale's The Walking Dead. Until Dawn is in the vein of an 80s horror movie. There are times where it's absolutely cringeworthy, but that only increases the appeal of the game. At launch, the only real issue with it was that the $60 price tag may have been a bit much, but now on Amazon, being available for just $21, I can easily recommend it. Number 8, Divinity Original Sin Enhanced Edition for $24. Divinity Original Sin is not for the gamer that likes their hand-holded while playing an RPG. No, it really leaves you to your own devices and plays more like an old-school RPG, but if you have some patience and invest some time in Original Sin, it becomes a very worthwhile experience. The story is terrific, gameplay has a ton of depth, and there's a lot of content to be had in the game. And while the game was designed to be played on PC with a keyboard and mouse, it makes a fairly good transition over on consoles and utilizing the DualShock 4. The game is available for $24 on Amazon.
There's also an addition for the enhanced edition, so I'm going to try to throw a firestorm grenade at him, and then hopefully that's going to deal lots of damage, and that'll be the end of it for him. Okay, now Wolgraf is a man of a relatively high perception, well, above average at least, and so he can discover...
Number 7, Fallout 4 for $29.99. Fallout 4 was arguably the most anticipated game this generation, and with that type of hype that the game got, it's very hard to live up to expectations. Many will even say that the game did not. However, you can't deny the fact that Fallout 4 is a great RPG. The world is absolutely massive with a ton of engaging content. The design was on point, gameplay was what you would expect from Fallout. The main issues with the game lies on the technical side. There are many bugs, glitches, frame rate drops, and while it's gotten better over time due to patches, it's by no means perfect. It won't kill the game for you, but it is an issue that you need to know about going in. The game is currently available for $29.99 on Amazon, and at that price, it's a lot of content for your dollar. Number 6, Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege for $26. It's hard to make an impact with multiplayer shooters these days. The market is so flooded to the point of oversaturation for the last several years. But Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege was able to offer something unique and a bit different to FPS fans, especially if you prefer more of a tactical and teamwork-driven experience. The main complaint gamers had with the game was the fact that it was a $60 retail release and it didn't have a traditional single-player campaign. And yeah, that sucked, but now considering it's available for $26 on Amazon, it's a solid purchase. Number 5, Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain for $27. Metal Gear Solid 5 is probably the most controversial game of this generation, but that controversy has been well publicized, so let's just focus on the game itself. MGS5 is the culmination of decades-long worth of work from Kojima Productions, and from a gameplay standpoint, this is one of the strongest Metal Gear games in the series. The open world complements the game, and the variety in how you can tackle different situations is great. The game obviously struggles in the storytelling department, and while the cassette tapes are engaging and add a layer to the story, this is not the blow-away MGS story you may be used to. However, for fans of the series or for those just looking for a great stealth game, MGS5 is quality. It's available for $27 on Amazon.
Hey, fella, what's going on?
has been updated.
Number 4, Ratchet & Clank for $29. Ratchet & Clank was one of the PS4's strongest games this year. Gamers were clamoring for a new traditional Ratchet game for years, and we finally got it, sorta. Ratchet & Clank isn't a completely brand new game, rather it's a remake of the very first game in the series. But this isn't just a typical HD remastering. No, Ratchet & Clank was built completely ground up for the PlayStation 4, and that's very evident when you look at the game. The game still has all of the great Ratchet gameplay, from the exceptional platforming to the outrageous weapons, and whether you're a fan of the series or you've never played any of the previous games, Ratchet & Clank is a must-play PS4 exclusive, and it's available for $29 on Amazon.
I'm down in the shelter. Ratchet, this place is a mess. Disassembled weapons and engine parts everywhere. Didn't you tell me you were going to clean it up last week?
Yeah, sorry about that. Got held up on a project.
Beginner's Guide to Quantum Burst Engines.
Just throw that anywhere. I have it bookmarked.
Number 3, Uncharted the Nathan Drake Collection for $29.99. If you own a PlayStation 4 and you somehow haven't experienced the amazing Uncharted franchise, I really don't know what to tell you, except that you should probably go pick up the Uncharted Nathan Drake Collection. This collection includes the first 3 Uncharted games remastered on the PS4, running at 1080p and 60 FPS. The first Uncharted, Drake's Fortune, was released back in 2007, so that game hasn't aged all too well, but it's still worth playing. It's pretty good. Uncharted 2 and 3, however, are the stars of this collection. Those games still hold up with the best games released these days, from pacing, gameplay, visuals. It's all at a very high level given how old these games are. Unfortunately, the collection doesn't include any of the multiplayer component, but it's still easily worth it for just the single player campaigns. Uncharted the Nathan Drake Collection is available for $29.99 on Amazon, and after playing this, you should also definitely grab Uncharted 4: A Thief's End.
Come on! Come on!
Number 2, Bloodborne for $20. Bloodborne was probably the PlayStation 4's first must-play exclusive. The game was developed by From Software, the guys that are most famous for the Dark Souls games, and Bloodborne follows the same general formula, but taking place in a gothic setting and some gameplay differentiation. The world in Bloodborne is incredibly detailed, and while it's not a gigantic open world, there's definitely a good level of exploration. The gameplay is excellent, arguably the best From Software has put in a game. A digital code on Amazon is $20. Number 1, Doom for $20. Now I have to preface this by saying that this deal on Doom is only available for Amazon Prime members. However, you can just sign up for a 30-day free trial, get the deal, and then cancel your membership. I will add, to me, Amazon Prime is very much worth it, and you might want to think about investing in it. With that being said, let's talk about Doom, a game that was just released 3 months ago and is among the best games of the year. Doom's standout is its single-player campaign. It's well-paced, has great levels, and is surprisingly very long. First-person shooter campaigns typically are 4 to 6 hours. Doom is more in the 10 to 12 hour range. The multiplayer is a bit of a mixed bag, but just for the single player, the game's worth its very low price of $20. Again, it's exclusive to Prime members, but if you're a member or you sign up for the free trial, Doom is completely worth it, especially at this price. So that wraps up our countdown of 10 amazing PS4 games for under $30. What do you think? Did you pick any of these games up? Did we miss a game? Let us know in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.